microphone. There we go. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that there. I just ran through everything, and for some reason, my microphone was not working, even though it's all lit up and shining above me. I've just sent everyone out on qualifying, so I'll rerun through everything. I don't know what happened there with my microphone. Can you all hear me now? Let's have a look. Can everyone hear me now? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Can everybody hear me and what I'm saying now? That completely and utterly threw me. My microphone's all lit up next to me, which normally indicates it's all on working, because when you mute it, all the lights turn up on it. So that completely threw me. It's all lit up next to me, but it's all up and running now. Right, so we've sent everyone out on track. Let's give you guys a little bit of information so you can see who's out on track and who is there. So, like I was saying, we are here at the Red Bull Ring for round 6 of the AWRC Championship. I've just sent everyone out on track, so we've got Sophie there just coming through, just flying lap. Mammy coming through there in second. Esther is out on track tonight. Martine as well. Yvonne there in 5th. Sarah Hawkey coming through 6th. We've got Fees out on track. Speed Queen, the current champion at the moment, well, the champion-elect, currently winning the championship as it stands. Leah there in 9th. Rolo Grant in 10th, and then we've got Foxy, who will be setting the lap from there in 11th. So I was just saying, we've got a really full grid of drivers out there tonight, and 11 ladies out on track for just over the halfway stage of the championship. So currently round 6 this is, so just over the halfway stage of the 10-round championship. So Sophie, who's going to set the first lap, so we'll stay on board with Sophie at the moment. I'll run back through the points table after qualifying is finished, so you can hear me talk over that. Mammy in the background there had a half-second penalty. So Mammy is currently on penalty, so this won't be a qualifying lap for Mammy in the background. But obviously everyone here tonight, currently, if you can, smash that like button, share the stream, and if you are new here, hit the subscribe button. This isn't just the only thing that we offer here at Simracing. We have also got the mini mods, which will be raced on Thursday, but then it will be streamed later on. And then we also have the Lamborghini Am on Monday with the Corona Cup, and then we have the Lamborghini Pros the following Thursday after that. So it changes every week. We've got a little bit of a snap of oversteer there from Sophie. She came out the last corner, but Sophie will set the first lap. So Sophie does a 36. Mammy's going to cross the line, but did serve that penalty, so it's going to be a 38. Esther's going to cross the line and go into second. Mammy will go to 4th. Yvonne goes into second. Sarah is going to jump up to 5th. Fee is just coming around. We've got a couple of drivers that have jumped in front of Fee, so Speed Queen being one of them. So Speed Queen crosses the line and only 4th to the current championship leader at the moment. So at the moment it's Sophie with the advantage in P1. We're still on board with Speed Queen and Fortune take this lap out there. Tell me what's going on in the chat. We've got Richard Hughes in. Evening Lewis, evening all. Hi Richard. Obviously Craig is in there. Wicky's in there as well. Obviously, a lot of people saying that they couldn't hear me at the start, so I do apologise for that one. But this is Speed, we're on board with Speed Queen at the moment, current championship leader. Making a lovely line there out the exit at the bottom corner. A little bit of tire squirrel come round there. You want to use the curve there, but not for that too. If you do go out too wide, you will get a time penalty. Sophie goes faster again at 36.133 for Sophie. So moving the goalpost there as Mammy does a 37.3, so moves the start up into P3. This is dropping Speed Queen down into 5th currently at the moment, but is improving on this lap, so we'll see what she can do here. She comes on the start-finish straight, and that is P2, but 4 tenths off of Sophie. So it is Sophie with the provisional pole at the moment. Still got a few more laps to go here, so we're on 5.5 minutes into the 10-minute qualifying session. So let's have a run through the order. So Sophie on pole, Speed Queen second, as we said. At the moment, then it's Yvonne in third, with Mammy there in fourth. Martine there in fifth. Esther in sixth. Sarah in seventh. Leah there in eighth. Roller Grand in ninth. Froxy Dev in 10th. And Fee is in 11th. Not a problem at all picking up the stream tonight. Happy to do it. It's always an absolute pleasure to commentate on the AWRC. Some of the best action on track that we have here. Sophie still 0.4 in front. Is Speed Queen going to improve on this lap? Is she going to improve on this lap? We're still on board just to the end of this lap. Does improve, but it's not getting much closer to Sophie at the moment. Esther on track there with a half-second penalty. Did go fast through the first sector, but I imagine that's probably from running a tiny bit wide on the first corner. So easy to do on this track. But I know there are a lot of fans out in the comments here, so do drop a comment and a thumbs up for your driver. Obviously show your support for them in the chat. I'm muddling up my words tonight. Yeah, prop a like in there for your favourite driver, or 17 likes at the moment. I'd be lovely if we could get that over 20 before the race even starts. That would be absolutely fantastic. Show your support for the ladies here. Martine's getting a lovely toe from behind Esther, and this is going to serve the penalty there. Was improving on a time through that middle sector, so will obviously potentially go faster. There's about 2 minutes left, so everyone's coming up to might get 2 laps in. We'll probably get 2 more laps in, Esther will. Sophie went faster in that and did a 36.101. So the order has changed up front a little bit. It's still Sophie out in front, Speed Queen in second. That part hasn't changed. Martino has jumped up into third. It's now Yvonne in fourth, with Mammy in fifth, still on board with Mammy, and only 10th down for the first sector, so definitely recoverable for the rest of the lap. Got to get the power down. Out of that top corner. Grand going faster with a 38. Foxy Dev as well, going into the 38s now as well. Fee sets a new personal best of 42 there for Fee. We will see as Mammy improving as she comes aboard to split for the second sector. Is 2 tenths down. Is Esther improving? Esther is up by 0.7 of a second. This could put Esther, I believe, on maybe onto the second row of the grid, potentially around Martine Yvonne. Sophie goes even faster. That's a 36.03, so that you think is ramping up. See what Esther does. Make sure she keeps it inside the white lines, which she does nicely. Heading towards the start finish again. Yeah, lovely toe here from Martine as well. And does improve. Lost a bit of time there in that middle sector. Gets through for another lap though. So Sophie has pitted. Speed Queen, can Speed Queen improve? Doesn't improve. So it does look like it's going to be Sophie on the pole. Martina's on another lap. Yvonne has finished. Mammy is on another lap. Esther has finished. Sarah's finished and says Leah is going to cross the line, doesn't improve. Rolo Gran is just coming towards the line as well. Does improve and goes up into 8th place there. Does Froxy Racing. Rolo Gran has crossed the line as well. Fee probably get potentially a penalty for running wide there in the second to last corner. It normally pops up about now. Might got away with that, but it is really down on the lap times that she was doing earlier, so 13 seconds off. So that does look like it's Sophie on pole position for round 6. Speed Queen there in second. Lovely shot of her driving back towards the pits with Sarah Hawkey. But there we go, Sophie on pole for this one. She'll definitely be happy with. Oh, it's a fantastic result there for Sophie. I think we're going to have a bit of a battle on our hands between Speed Queen and Sophie, but Sophie was second, faster than Speed Queen in that qualifying session. Martine there in third. A fantastic job. But what we will do, because obviously the microphone wasn't working at the beginning, before we have a look at the qualifying results, let's have a look through the championship standings as it stands before this race. So we've got Speed Queen there leading the championship standing, only lost one race this season, won 4 out of 5 on 79 points. Sophie there in second on 72. Martine there on third with 71, so only 1 point behind Sophie. It's close between those two. Mammy there in fourth on 66, Esther on 58, Rolo Gran on 46, Sarah Hawkey there on 45. Annalise Wright unfortunately injured her shoulder today, so was meant to be racing but had to pull out at the last minute, so I hope you get better soon, but she's there on 44. Froxy Racing on 30 points, Hannah there on 21. Leah there on 19, Yvonne on 16, Picture in there on 10 points, and then Fee on 8. So that is the championship standings before tonight's race, after round 5, which was 2 weeks ago. And we will just have a look at the qualifying results. So, P1 was Sophie with a 1 minute 36.033. Speed Queen there. 136.565 seconds. Half a second between the two front drivers at the moment. Martin there in third, Yvonne fourth, Mammy in fifth, Esther in sixth, Sarah Hawkey seventh, Froxy Racing in eighth, Leah there in ninth, Rolo Gran in 10th, and Fee in 11th. Let's just have a look at the chat before we get this one underway. So Fee saying good luck all, good luck to you also Fee. Okay, when it's just starting already after race. No, yeah, we've just had qualifying, so there will be the race coming up shortly. That's starting in a couple of minutes. Obviously, a lot of support in the chat for Esther. Let's just have a little look at how those likes are going before we get this one underway. So as I said, wanted to try and get over 20 likes. We're on 18. Come on, guys. 2 of you that are watching haven't hit that like button. If you can smash that like button out, and then we'll get this one underway. 32 watchers at the moment, so massive shout out to all 32 of you that are watching. But we will get this one underway here, so don't go anywhere. We have 30 minutes of fantastic action about to come up. Right, here we go. We are on the grid for round 6 here at the Red Bull race. Engines are revving up nicely. Been held for a while. We've got 3 lights. We've got 4. We have the 5. Any false starts? No false starts. Everyone is away. Sophie gets a good launch. So does Speed Queen as they come towards the first corner. Always a tricky corner here, the first one. Has everyone made it through? Looks like we do have a couple of people that ran wide there in the background. So we'll have a look at that in a second. But it is Sophie in the lead at the moment, coming up towards turn number 2 on the track. Well, it's actually turn 3 when you look at it. So everyone gets through there quite nicely. Esther running a little bit wide there. Roller Grand putting Esther under pressure. So Roller Grand looking towards the inside line for the bottom of the hill. Is Roller Grand going to be later on the brakes? Roller Grand slotting up the inside of Esther. And it does look like Roller Grand's going to make. Roller Grand makes it up into 6th place. A great overtake there from the start up into 6th. Esther moving down in 7th. Esther running wide there, drifting out the rear end of the Alfa Romeo, just managing to stay on the track, coming under pressure now from Foxy Racing and Mammy behind. Let's go back and have a look at what happened at the start. So I think it was Mammy that lost out here potentially. Mammy was 4th, so it's Esther and just was coming together 2 cars on the apex, and it forced Mammy out wide, and Mammy dropping down into 8th place. So that's what we saw in the background with someone running wide. Let's have a look at what's going on at the front, because there is a big battle going on here between Sophie and Speed Queen. Sophie covering off the inside of the apex. Speed Queen is getting in that tow. We know what the tow could be like, so we're all on board with Speed Queen. So it looks like Speed Queen's going to try and go around the outside, gets in front. Sophie's going to be late on the brakes, cover off the apex, but there we go. As Speed Queen is back inside, stays back in that slipstream. Sophie sending her round the outside, difficult place to be. Here, late on the brakes, just on that 100-metre board, over the curb, flick the car in now. Sophie's going to be on the inside. Speed Queen tucking back in. Again, being forced out to the outside. Difficult place to overtake. Going, trying to go all the way around the outside here. Losing a bit of ground there. I think this battle is going to go on forever between these two in this race. Speed Queen obviously getting the advantage of the slipstream from Sophie. So see that super slipstream engaged there. As we do have someone in the background there with a penalty, I think it was Rologram, potentially, serving a half-second penalty. So that puts Sarah up into just behind Rologram, but Sarah getting forced out wide. Is Sarah going to get a penalty for that? Does look like at the moment, as we see a battle for the lead still in front. Speed Queen gets sent to the outside every time by Sophie. Sophie is defending. Now, is Speed Queen going to try and sell Sophie the dummy here? At the top of the hill. It's going to be a tough place to overtake. Sophie's just defending so well. Covering that apex off beautifully. Moving straight over to the inside when she comes down this back straight to defend the inside. Speed Queen having a look around, dancing the Alfa Romeo from left to right, trying to find a way past, but Sophie's like, no, I'm sending you around the outside again. Speed Queen trying to get the Alfa Romeo around the outside. This is giving Martine, obviously, a lovely chance of getting up to the front two at the moment, because these two battling out. Neither of them driving the optimal line currently. Sophie does set the fastest middle sector so far, but I think Martine's probably on a faster lap time behind, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Again, Sophie looking to the inside. Changing positions as they go halfway around the corner. Speed Queen get right up inside. Speed Queen's a lot closer this time. Speed Queen trying to go around the outside. And Sophie defending the inside so well. Speed Queen trying around the outside. Looks like Speed Queen has done it and gone all the way around the outside. What a overtake there. What an overtake. I have saved the replay so we can go back and look at that one in a moment. But what an overtake. If Speed Queen can stay in front. Sophie has got the inside line though. Sophie late on the brake. Speed Queen trying to go all the way around the outside. If she can power down here off the corner. Again, sullied. Sophie's got the faster drive off the corner though. Sophie coming back at Speed Queen. Sophie back in front of the apex at the bottom of the hill. Now, is Speed Queen going to be able to cut back underneath? No, Sophie's retaken the lead. These two are an absolute show at the moment. Right, let's go and have a look at the championship running at the moment, the order for the race. We have Sophie first, Speed Queen in second, Martine not too far behind in third, Yvonne there in fourth, Sarah Hawkey is up into fifth. So having a great race is Sarah. Froxy in sixth, and look at the train behind Froxy there. Froxy sixth, Rolo Gran seventh with a half-second penalty, so Rolo Gran is going to drop back here a little bit because it's going to be Mammy who's now in seventh. So Mammy gets past. Leah is looking for the overtake and gets round the outside with Esther, as we do have was that a spin off in the background? So Rolo Gran has gone off in the background. Let's have a look and see what happened there. So I think Rolo Gran was in 7th, 8th, 9th, 8th. So, got the grass, almost into the pits. 360 and back on track. So unfortunate incident there for Rolo Gran. Let's go back to the front. So they are still battling out. These two are. These two are going to battle forever. This is going to go forever between these two. Sophie's defending is phenomenal. Speed Queen just trying to go around the outside all the time, and as we've seen, has made it work. But then Sophie just goes straight back. This could come down to pit strategy. Now, if one of them hits before the other, and then can get out and get some clean air, or vice versa. If one of them hits before and then gets stuck behind someone and comes out, that can make the difference between, half a second on a lap time, which between these two could be a lot. But both of them still out on track. Half-second penalty for Sophie. That is huge. Sets the fastest lap of the race to Sophie, but Speed Queen, all Speed Queen's got to do is just stick behind Sophie. When Sophie serves that penalty, that'll be Speed Queen through. So Speed Queen in second, Martine still in third, and can see these two. Yeah, potentially, I do agree. Yeah, Martine potentially look at pitting. Could make up a lot of ground on these two just from pitting. Yvonne there in fourth, Sarah in fifth, Mammy is now in sixth. And catching up to the back of Sarah, so that will be a battle in a few laps' time, I reckon. Floxy Racing in 7th. Esther and Rolo Gran battling out. Esther looks like made potentially a mistake there, because Rolo Gran, who was down in 10th, is now up into 8th. So Rolo Gran in 8th, Esther in 9th. Leah there in 10th, getting a great driving going past Esther on the exit in the corner there. So Esther dropping down to 10th. And then Fee there in 11th. Let's go back to the front because Sophie is going to be serving that penalty in a second. With Speed Queen right behind. So this could be the breakaway that Speed Queen needs. Sophie moves over to the side. Speed Queen goes up into P1. Sophie is now half a second behind. Now if Speed Queen can extend that gap to 7/10, then Sophie will start to lose the slipstream. Let's see if Sophie can come back. We've got Aussie Pride Gamer in the chat saying hi. Hello, Aussie Pride. Thank you for coming along and watching tonight's streamers. Speed Queen is under pressure from Sophie already. Sophie's like, I can serve a penalty. I'll just come straight back at you. I've got speed. Oh, we have someone new to watching the stream there. To us, I don't even know any of these ladies, but YouTube suggested the stream. Good job, YouTube. This is some good racing. Yeah, it's fun. These ladies put on an absolute phenomenal show every time. Sophie retakes the lead. Oh, there is Speed Queen coming back. Oh, Sophie gets sideways into the bottom corner there, but is Sophie out in front again? This championship fight between these two, I'm throwing out that this is going to go all the way to the end of the championship. These two will be this close from now to the end of the championship. They are showing some phenomenal racing and respect between each other on track, and this is an absolute pleasure to watch. Are we going to see anyone put on this lap? Let's have a look and see if we get anyone coming into the pits. So, for all of you people that are new to the stream, there is a mandatory pit stop. So, Sophie out in the lead, Speed Queen in second, Martinez and only 2.7 seconds off. So definitely to play for. If there's anything that happens between these front two, Martin is there, ready to pounce. Yvonne is in the pits, so we do have our first pit stop. Yvonne into the pits. Sarah will jump up into fourth now. So Yvonne will drop down to fifth. Mammy is coming into the pits as well, so an early stop from Mammy. So a tactful pit stop here from some of the ladies. So moving up the field, we've got Leah, who's moved up into sixth after the pit stops. Foxy there in fifth, and Sarah, who's moved up into fourth. Also, we've got Mammy just in the pits as well. Yvonne is just leaving the pits. So Yvonne is coming out into P7. Mammy's just leaving the pits as well, so Mammy comes out in P8. Fee is there in 9th. Then we've got Rolo Grand is just leaving the pits in 10th. And Esther just leaving the pits in 11th. So, is the early pit stop going to be the difference here? Is that the right tactical decision to make? Are we going to see any of Sophie or Speed Queen come into the pits? Let's see if either of those come in. Sophie has got a 0.7 second lead now. Both of them stay out. Is Martine going to come into the pits? We've seen a couple of the other drivers. No, so Martine's staying out as well. Will Sarah jump into the pits on this lap? So nope, Sarah's staying out for another lap as well. I think once if you're in the clear air, now obviously there is a time limit on when they can do their pit stop, so they do have to bear that in mind. They've got about 7 minutes left until they will be out. Track Foxy has stayed out. Leah has come into the pits, so Leah's decided to pit. Yvonne will retake that place. So Yvonne will move up into 6th, and I believe Mammy will take that place back as well and move up into 7th. Yeah, 100% Richard, I agree with you. In my head, I personally either pit really early or really late. Just to try and keep the clear air as much as possible as Mammy moves up into 8th. So obviously Mammy's pitted. Now there's no traffic in front of Mammy, same as Yvonne. Yvonne's pitted as well. They've got clear air to run. What you don't want is to come out just behind someone that's not pitted, because you're obviously going to lose track time. It's not great for the tyres or anything like that. As you see Esther and Rollegran battling in the background. As Rollegran runs wide, is Esther going to get past there? No. So Rollegran stays in front. How do I join this series? There will be, if you go on to our YouTube page, there is a link to our socials on there. If you drop us over a message, then we can send you over a link to the Discord and have a chat with you and get you all the relevant information about joining any of the series that we run here at Season Racing. As we've got Martine in the pits. Martine is coming in with Sarah, so they are coming in at the same time. So Martine in the pits and Sarah in the pits. Now that puts Foxy up into P3 at the moment. So doing a fantastic job. I think we will see Yvonne jump up into 4th. So back up into P4, which is where Yvonne was. No, Martine's managed to get out. Fantastic job there from Martine's pit crew. So Martine in 4th, but we'll obviously jump Foxy once the pit stops are done. Yvonne there in 5th, Sarah's into 6th, Mammy in 7th, only 2.1 behind Sarah, so that battle is getting closer and closer on the track. Leah in 8th, Roller Gran is in 9th there. Esther there in 10th, just behind, and then Fee is in 11th and staying out for another lap. Now, are we going to see really this so closest to our? One of them's got to play, and it is Sophie. Sophie is coming into the pits, so. Oh, Sophie running away back. Second penalty. Is that going to count as a penalty? That would be a ton of events if Sophie gets a penalty for crossing the line. Speed Queen is round for another lap. So Speed Queen's staying out for even longer. Froxy going to come into the pits? Froxy's coming into the pits, so Froxy Racing is into the pits. Martine is coming through, so Martine will retake that 3rd place. Now, Sophie's coming out. Has Sophie got a penalty? We did see her crossing the white line and going onto the green, so is that counted as a pit lane entry limit? It doesn't look like it has, so she got away with that one there. 3-second penalty would have ruined her race with Speed Queen, but this is the interesting one now. Is Speed Queen going to come in on this lap? Martine retakes 3rd. Yvonne is in 4th there with Sarah. And Mammy not too far behind. So Mammy is on a recovery drive here. Was down in 8th at one point. Now up in 6th, chasing down 5th. Froxy coming out in 7th. So Froxy in 7th. Leah there in 8th at the moment. Roller Gran in 9th. Esther's still in 10th and Fee in 11th. Now, are we going to see Speed Queen coming into the pits? Right, Speed Queen is in, so we need to keep an eye on Sophie. Sophie's got a half-second penalty. It could be the difference here. It could be that this is crazy how close these two are going to be on the exit of the pit lane. Serves the half-second penalty. The gap is going to go up. So here we go. Sophie coming around the last corner. Speed Queen only just getting to the stop. Here we go. So that's Speed Queen up and away. Now here's Sophie, and then you can see Speed Queen going up the hill. I think Speed Queen's going to have done it here. Speed Queen is away. There's Sophie coming around. Now Sophie's going to have the momentum here. But has Speed Queen done it with that half-second penalty? I think she has. Even though Sophie's closing, she needs to get the car back in slipstream range. Speed Queen needs to get the tyres up to temperature as fast as possible. Just in that slipstream range. Just close enough. This is going to go on and on and on now. Great battle between these two. So 8 tenths between them. Martine in 3rd. Yvonne in 4th. Sarah 5th. Mammy hunting both of them down. Sarah's catching up to Yvonne slowly here as well, I believe. So battle for 4th, 5th and 6th is going to go on for a while. So Mammy has got it down to 1.3 seconds. Froxy there in 7th. Does have a half-second penalty. Roller Gran only just behind him. Leah as well battling out with Roller Gran. So these people. Oh, as he runs wide into the gravel. But Roller Gran lost the rear end of the car a little bit there as well. So Leah and Roller Gran going at it. Esther just looking on in the background going, you know, if something happens between you two, I'm here. I'm ready. I will collect the pieces. Roller ground running really wide down. Normally is a penalty on that corner. Let's have a look, see if it pops up. Penalty, yeah, there we go. Half-second penalty for roller ground. Won't be served on this lap. Will be on the next lap. Leah looking up the inside. So Leah all over the back of roller ground with Esther as well. So nice and close between these drivers at the moment. So for 8th, 9th and 10th. Speed Queen only 0.1 in front now. Sophie's going up the inside, sending that up the inside. Going to get the power down earlier though. I think Speed Queen will. Speed Queen's going to have the inside for the next corner. So it's Speed Queen's turn now to defend. Defend those apexes. Make Sophie go around the long way. Make Sophie do the work. All you got to do is just put your car on those apexes and make Sophie send that Alfa Romeo around the outside bit. At the moment, still Speed Queen P1, Sophie P2. We've got 8 minutes remaining, and well, pretty much 9 minutes remaining in the race. Martine there in third, having a good race. 10-second gap in front, but a 9-second gap behind. So all she's got to really do is just keep it on the road, and this will be a podium for Martine. Yvonne there in 4th, Sarah in 5th. Mammy the same distance behind on this lap, so hasn't closed up in the last lap, but is still hunting down Sarah there for P5. So great race between these two. As you see, Mammy just picked up a little bit of ground there, and Sarah almost done a personal best lap time, so Sarah definitely on the pace. Go back to the front. Sophie has got past Speed Queen. I don't think we're going to be able to capture that, but we will have a look. Oh, we will. They went side by side up the hill, and Sophie was just in front for turn 2. So Sophie now takes the lead. These, how many times have they changed first and second throughout the race? It's like, no, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. It's literally like ping pong. Sophie with a purple middle sector. So Speed Queen just behind. Martine still there in third. Oh, is that in the background? Did we just have... I think Sarah might have gone off there. Let's have a look and see what happened. So Sarah's got Mammy right behind. Oh, Mammy tapped the rear end of Sarah, but Mammy did the right thing. Slowed down, waited, let Sarah go back on the track. Great respect there from these two. Hats off to you, Mammy. Absolutely done the right thing there, letting Sarah back in front. But the battle goes on between them, and Mammy is now taking the inside line and is up into P5. But that is probably given Yvonne the P4, because it's now 7-second gap up to Yvonne. Sarah will tuck in into the slipstream. So Sarah tucking in there, and I think this battle will go on all the way up there to the... They say third corner, but the little kink in the straight here isn't really a corner, let's be honest. Mammy getting a great drive off the corner, is actually pulling away from Sarah. So did Sarah get any damage? No, she didn't get any damage from that. At the moment, still Speed Queen now taking the lead. Sophie behind by 0.2. It's changing every lap between these two. It's going to go all the way down to the end. Martine's still there nicely in third place. Yvonne is well and truly clear in fourth now. She's got almost a 7-second lead. Mammy and Sarah battling it out for fifth. Leah has got a half-second penalty, but has moved a little bit clearer of Froxy. So Leah up into 7th with a half-second penalty, but it's going to move Froxy closer to Leah there, so definitely one to watch out for. Serves the penalty, will still be in front, had 1.7 second gap. So Foxy in 8th. Esther has recovered up to 9th now, so has got back one position from Rollogram and is catching up to Foxy and Leah. So this could be a battle for the last couple of laps as well. A couple of places there for Esther potentially. Rollogram there in 10th and Fee there in 11th. And just going off at the bottom of the hill. We do have a battle again for the lead. Every time we jump to these two is a battle, and it's now Sophie who's taken the lead back from Speaking to another lap, another change of position. These two every lap. So what do you reckon? They've got 3 laps remaining, so 3 position changes. So next lap it'd be Speed Queen, then it'd be Sophie. So in theory, if they keep doing this, it's going to be Speed Queen when they cross the line. If they keep doing this, that's the main now question. It might get to one point where one of them goes, no, you're not going past me on this lap, I'll defend this time. I think potentially just swap in the toe. Yes, they are. Coming off the last corner. Now, you're going to have to think about where Fee's going to go here. Fee moving nicely off the track. Well done, Fee. Beautifully getting out of the way there for both of the drivers as they come through. Oh, we do have another change of position a little bit further back. We will go and have a look at it in a second. Save the replay just so we can have a look and see if we've managed to capture that at all. Sophie's defending from Speed Queen. Speed Queen is in front though at the corner. Sophie getting a little bit sideways. Speed Queen's getting the drive off the corner. But Sophie's still in front. Sophie's got the inside line and will defend. Speed Queen going around the outside. Can Speed Queen get the power down? Just tucking it behind. So I did see further back a change for position. So Mammy has got a half-second penalty and looks like she has gone off because Sarah has gone up into 5th. So we did miss that, so apologies for that. Sarah's setting purple sectors from Sarah in P5, but it's these two still nose to tail. Martine has got a lovely gap back to Yvonne in 4th. Sarah in 5th. Now Sarah's absolutely flying to pull that gap 1.8 seconds over Mammy. So Sarah, it looks like it's going to be claiming this P5, and that is Sarah going to keep up that purple through the next sector? That has lost a little bit of time there. So it's Mammy in 6th, Leah in 7th, with Foxy Racing in 8th, Esther in 9th, Rologran in 10th, and Fee in 11th. Let's go back to the leaders still, 0.2 between them. Now, they will see out this lap, and then it will be the last lap out. Speaking, still looking to get around the outside. Speaking, absolutely sending it around the outside. And getting past. What an overtake. We will go back and have a look at what happened there between these two. So, Speed Queen, all the way around the outside. Using the curves nicely, getting the power down and sending that through and moving up into P1. Now, do we think that's going to be the end of the changing of positions between these two? Is it? And these two are going to carry on battling right away to that checkered flag. As they come towards the last lap, we will have a look quickly down through the grid before they get there. So, Martine in 3rd currently, Yvonne 4th, Sarah in 5th. Mammy in 6th, catching up to the back of Sarah again. Leah in 7th. Froxy in 8th, Esther in 9th, Rologran in 10th, and then it is Fee there in 11th. Right, let's go back to the front. As they are going to be on the last lap because there's only 24 seconds left. It's Speed Queen who's taking us out for the final lap in P1. Now, is Sophie going to have something to say about this? Sophie tucking into the select screen. coming down the gap already. Now, Speed, which way are you going to send her? Inside and outside. Now, Sophie's going to go for the inside. Speed Queen is going to squeeze her, but Sophie's got the inside line. I don't think that was the defensive line to take there from Speed Queen, if I'm perfectly honest, because that has given Sophie the lead back. We've got drivers finishing, so Sarah comes through in 5th, Mammy in 6th, Leah in 7th, Froxy in 8th, Esther in 9th. We'll jump back to the leaders as they come back into the bottom part of the track. Speed Queen looking at the inside, Speed Queen sending one up the inside. Now is Speed Queen going to get it back? Sophie runs wide. Was that a little bit of a off from Speed Queen? There wasn't much space left there. We've seen it before in the Formula 1 between Hamilton and Albon in the bottom corner a few years ago, in the COVID days. But Sophie's coming back. Sophie's not going to give up on this. Sophie is absolutely driving the Alfa Romeo's wheels off. Is Sophie going to have one last look up the inside? Is this over yet? Sophie looking up the inside. Again, looking up the inside. Sophie's going to do it. Sophie's going to get that before the line. Is Sophie going to get on the line? Speed Queen holds on for the win. So it's Speed Queen over the line. Sophie in 2nd. A 10th between them after all of that time. Martine rounding off the podium. Fantastic job there for Martine. Rounding off the podium. With Yvonne just coming through in P4. So, great drive, and what a race between Speed Queen and Sophie. Hats off to both of you. That was 30 minutes of absolute action and a half. What a result. Well done to, I want to say well done to Speed Queen, but well done to Speed Queen and Sophie. Phenomenal job from them. Phenomenal job. Let's have a look and go back to the results. So, Speed Queen, P1 by a 10th of a second. Sophie there in P2, Martine in P3, Yvonne in P4. Sarah held out on Mammy there for P5. So Mammy in P6. Leah there in 7th. Froxy there in P8. Esther there P9. Roller Ground in 10th. And Fee there in 11th. What a result. What a race. Now, we will just quickly save the replay just to make sure we got saved, because I think we definitely want to go back and look at that action again. But what an absolute race and a half. Hats off to you. Clapping for all of the drivers out there. Ladies, you've done a fantastic job. It is always an absolute pleasure to commentate on these races here. Let's have a look at the chat. Classy action. Yeah, it was a very classy action from all of the drivers here tonight. Well done all. Good entertaining racing from the front too. Thank you. Had to think quick there to get out of the way. Yeah, you did, Fee, but you done a fantastic job to get out of the way. So hats off to you. Team Esther. Well done, everyone. Those ladies race hard. Yeah, they do, but they do race fair. Absolutely phenomenal job there from all of them, as I've said. And if you can, smash the like button for them, because they deserve it. All of them deserve it tonight. They put up an absolutely fantastic show. We've got 23 likes at the moment. Let's see if we can get that up to 30 towards just at the end of the stream. Now, we would normally have the minis on Thursday, but that's going to be run off stream, and then we might work on something a little bit special for you, because we've got that one and the Lamborghinis from last week to bring you. So we might look at doing something a little bit special, because we will have 2 races to show you. So we'll look at what we can do from that side of things, and then we'll be back the Monday after for the Lamborghini AMS. That'll be in a week's time. Now, be warn all of you, I will be coming back from my stag do. On that Monday, I'll be returning on the Sunday, but so My voice may not sound the same the following Monday, but do make sure you tune in for that one. It's been an absolute pleasure to commentate on the AWRC tonight. Thank you for everyone that tuned in and watched. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you later.